Starsand Island just dropped a massive Xbox update and we got huge changes. We got new items, quality of life improvements and a ton of bug fixes. In this video, I give you a quick overview about all new Xbox features. We are starting with the quality of life improvements because they are awesome. On the work table, we have now the search function, guys. This is one of the most anticipated features of the whole game. And now we can just type in, we want something with milk and we get it. Or we want like our beehive to see. So you can basically search for whatever you want. And then we get this here filtered really nicely also through basically everything. On top, we have this not only for the work table free, but also for our sewing table, where we also can use this to filter for like hats, for example, or we can go for skirts or whatever you want. But that's not all, guys. On top, also the track function got a little bit changed. If we are now tracking something, we have the usual thing to see what we need for it. And if we then go back onto it, then it's actually pinned really on top. So we always have it on top that we don't have to search for it and can easily build it once we got the material. Next up, we have the feeding truck, guys. As you can see, here also something happened. If we go onto it, we have now actually also a log for it that we can see which animals were consuming which feed. But the really important thing is you can see here we have nothing laying around our feeding truck because everything is now on it. So the feeding truck basically collects the byproducts like the poop and all other stuff. And then you can just go here and can just press collect everything with G. And then you get it all with one click. So no more nasty picking up everything hand by hand, piece by piece. That's also really great change for sure. And if you're having a look on the mailbox, then we also see actually that we have here a delete readed ones and also mark all as read, which is kind of a bit easier just to get rid of your mails which you don't need anymore because you're done with them. And if you enjoyed the video, subscribe now to stay always up to date in Starsand Island. Next up, we're going to the shops, guys, because also here something changed. If you go onto the aqua blue outpost and scroll down to the senior angler level, we see we have a fishing net blueprint available. And once you crafted it, guys, I really can recommend that you're also getting like some of the baits and then we're going to fish. Then we're tossing just out a lot of baits that we get a lot of fish shadows. And once we have a lot, we just get this nice fishing net and then we can actually just aim and then fish really fast. And you can get multiple fishes at once as you see. So no more slow fishing, guys. We can just go and just get here 2 or 3 or even more fishes in just one catch. The next new item is in the seed shop under the blueprints. On the junior farmer level, we have now the wheat barrier blueprint, which is saying itself that it's a nice mesh. You can lay it over your farmland and then you can prevent the wheat from growing. So it's an anti-weed tool for the early game. And once you crafted just some of them, then I also show you how this works. So you can just go onto your farmland and then it needs to be empty. And then you can place this basically on top of the farmland. And then on this plot, there will be no more weeds growing. And then after you put this in, you can then go and also get here your seeds out. This does not work for the paddy fields or for the trellis. And they also made a small rebalancing that on the paddy fields are no more the weeds growing. This means that on the trellis, you only have the bugs appearing, on the paddy field only the snails, and on the farmland only the wheat. And even if we harvest now the stuff which we have here, then you see that this new weed protection is also staying. So it is basically immortal and stays here forever. At the moment, you can't place this like on fields you already have something on. I hope they change this soon, but at the moment it's really only for empty fields, which is a bit annoying. Next up, we're going to Neona's shop, guys. Because here also something changed. Once you reach on the social level with Neona the 5 hearts, which I don't have already, but I know that something changed, guys, then you will be able to get a free jet maybe as a gift, but it's all RNG, so not all people did got it. The people who did not got it can now go onto the shopping station and then it will be available as an vehicle here under items, which is available for free, so that also the people who get bad RNG will get it guaranteed. And because the Freeman Jet is one of the best vehicles in the game, that's an awesome change to really ensure that everyone can get it. And we got even more new stuff. Once you unlocked the Jack of all trades on the island live, you will get a new feature, and it's called the Community Center Starsand shop. Then you need to go to the community center and go just here in front of the table, and then you have here the shopping station. Here you can buy weekly blueprints for Starsand, which you can get exclusively from this shop. You also can get weekly furnitures, which is also kind of random for Starsand, and you can also get here actually, for example, a yellow scarecrow, which is an improved weed protection for your fields. On top, this shop will also refresh every Monday. So you can get here also and get just new stuff, buy all of it out, and then you can get on the next week even more stuff in. The new Monkey King outfit set. In this shop you will find the new outfit set. It contains the Great Sage mask, the Great Sage attire, the Cloud Surfer, and the Golden Cudgel. As you see, all three things are costing 1000 Starsand, but trust me guys, it is definitely worth it, and I already bought all of them. Then you're going into your wardrobe, and you can then go here under your clothes and get this on. On top we're going next into the makeup to get here also the Great Sage mask, and then we have our outfit already completed. This is the look of it, and I think it looks really awesome. So you can really have a lot of fun with just probably the best look in the game right now. With this new cool look guys, we will do now also a test onto our two new items. So let's quickly equip them guys and then see how cool they are. The new Cloud Surfer is basically like the Wave Rider, but with a different look and some special abilities. First of all, it feels like the good old Dragon Ball Z vibes to me guys, so this is like really cool. It is as fast as the Wave Rider, so has a pretty good speed. And on top you also can go actually up in the air, and you're staying in the air. So you also can just literally stay in the air and go also pretty high to get a good overview, and also potentially reach areas which you couldn't reach before. For example, you can go into the bamboo area, and then here will be a chest for you which you can grab, which is pretty hard elsewise to get. It is honestly also just super fun to use it, and you obviously can also go down if you want to go back down guys. Or you also literally can just get rid of the vehicle, and then you will just fall down, but don't worry, there's no fall damage in the game. So I'm a big fan of this guys. I can really recommend to get this, even though it's kind of expensive and more of a late game item. And if you enjoyed the video, subscribe now to stay always up to date in Starsand Island. The next item is the new Monkey King stuff. It has a really cool glowing effect here and looks just awesome on itself. And you also can like hit with it pretty fast. It has also like a charge attack like all the other tools. And this can get used as a universal farming tool. This means you can just go onto your field and you see you have here 15 fields you actually can harvest with one swing. The normal machete was only having 9. And as you see, it is also perfectly fitting in on my great farm layout. But that's not all guys. You can also farm actually the trees with the Giga Charge attack. And it's also really spammable and only takes you 2 stamina if you're actually using it. You can also just get here the shrubs down. And you also see the AoE attack is like really gigantic. So that's like pretty crazy just for efficiency and also farming speed. In addition, you also can use it to farm the ores actually. And you see like here the effect is like really gigantic. So I never had an easier time of farming anything because it nearly one-shots like all the ores. And you need like for the most just like 1 or 2 hits, which is really a crazy AoE effect. The only 2 things you can't do with it is like getting actually fishes. And sadly, it also doesn't do any damage actually to the mobs. I feel like this is a bit weird because I would love to also slaughter some mobs with it. But it's for sure like the only farming tool you need once you got it. Even though also the stuff is pretty expensive, it's definitely worth the cost. And also just the look is super insane. So the new outfit with these 3 pieces together are like definitely a great add-on for the game. In addition, we also have quite some good bug fixes, guys. For example, Delphin's Angler Trials, both for Senior and also for Junior, and also the Tank Crest, which was bugged, is now fixed and should be available for everyone easily to do. Sometimes also devices were not upgradable. This also got fixed so that people can progress easily into the game. Also, all bugs related to the Starsand station are now getting fixed and everybody can explore this on their own. Sometimes the building mode was also not working properly. They got a fix here for getting this also smoother for everybody to use. And also the escape button sometimes didn't work, and they also fixed this problem that you are not stuck in the menu anymore. And we all also know, guys, that sometimes some random residents were appearing 2 or even more times. They also worked for all characters onto this, that we don't have even more Sylvans than we should have in the game anymore. And if you want to get rich in Starsand Island, go watch my farming guide on the left next.